I did my placement year at Co-op, the supermarket, in their food sustainability team in Manchester. So it was a paid experience and it was 12 months. I decided before coming into my second year that I really wanted to do a placement year. So I began my second year ready to really throw everything at this and to really pour a lot of energy and time into trying to get a placement. It was definitely competitive and required a lot of time and commitment, and job applications do take a lot of time. I definitely took the approach of, rather than just sending out hundreds of applications, really being picky about the kind of employer that I wanted to work for. And then when I found those companies like the Co-op, I really took the time to pour a lot into those applications and really tailor what I was saying in my applications to that company, taking the time to research them, understand their vision, understand their values, their strategy, and then tailoring my application to that. My experience at Co-op was fantastic. I think my friends and family probably got a bit sick of me saying how much I loved working for Co-op. I think, yeah, my main objective going into the placement was to really understand what sustainability is like to work in, because I knew that I was passionate about sustainability, but I'd had no experience of a career in that field. And yeah, just through the whole year, I had basically got a total immersion into the world of sustainability. A particular highlight was coming into a placement program that was very established and being given real responsibility and ownership over projects. I think a lot of people have perceptions about internships that you kind of get given the odd jobs or not such interesting projects, but that was not my experience at all. I really got really interesting pieces of work and was in a team that really wanted to invest in me and my development. It's a very steep learning curve, so it did feel like I was constantly being pushed out of my comfort zone and stretched to do things that I wasn't initially comfortable with. But that's a challenge, but it's a huge opportunity, and definitely last year was one of the most formative years, I would say, of my life, where I really saw myself learn and develop more than I ever have before. The skills that I learned during my placement year have been really valuable coming back into studying at Durham in my final year. For example, in group work, I now am much more confident in building relationships and understanding how to work well in a team to deliver results. I also have learnt so much during my placement that I can now bring into my degree, whether that's to do with food. I'm taking a module on food, geographies of food, and sustainability. All of that actual knowledge that I learned, I can also bring into my degree. Now I'm in the process of applying for jobs, and I'm coming to those applications with so much more confidence in my skills, with real clarity on what I like and what I don't enjoy, what I'm looking for in a job and what I would prefer to avoid, and so many examples to back up my skills that I have to really sell myself to employers. I think my advice to students who are thinking about doing a placement year is to absolutely decide to do one, and not to be put off by fears that your friends will have all graduated and it'll be hard coming back to university. I've actually loved coming back. I feel much more refreshed going into my final year. So yeah, I would really, really recommend anyone and everyone to do a placement year.